Hello, world. How's everybody doing? Look, I hear people keep talking about Scottie Pippen, and talking about the last dance and all that other nonsense. But we about to address Scottie Pippen today. Scottie Pippen represents. There's a word that Scottie Pippen represent. Before I even get into that, Michael Jordan couldn't win 6 NBA titles without Scottie Pippen. Michael Jordan cannot win 6 titles without Scottie Pippen. And Scottie Pippen can't win 6 titles without Michael Jordan. So they need each other. So, uh, what Scottie Pippen represents, there's a couple of words that Scottie Pippen represents, but there's one that stuck out to me. Loyalty. Scottie Pippen represents loyalty. Okay? Scottie Pippen was there since day one. He was there when they win the first championship, second championship, third championship. So workout after workout, practice after practice, scrimmage after scrimmage, regular season game after regular season game, playoff after playoffs, championship after championship. Scottie Pippen was there. Okay. Scottie Pippen was there during the first championship, second championship, third championship. Scottie Pippen was there. Scrimmage after scrimmage, workout after workout, film session after film session, practice after practice, regular season game after regular season game, preseason game after preseason game, playoff after playoff, championship after championship. Scottie Pippen was there. Okay? That's what you call loyalty. Okay? Then Scottie Pippen loyalty got tested. Okay? When Michael Jordan, when Michael Jordan's father died, Michael Jordan stepped away from the game of basketball to play sports. So now Scottie Pippen is carrying the torch. Okay? But Scottie Pippen is still with the Chicago Bulls. Okay? And that means Scottie Pippen has to take the lead in the post-game interview. So, preseason game after preseason game, practice after practice, scrimmage after scrimmage, regular season game after regular season game, playoff after playoff. Scottie Pippen was there from day one. Okay? So while Michael Jordan was playing baseball, they got to the point where Scottie Pippen was sitting on the bench and he was smiling, looking at the camera, and then he stick his feet out and point to a shoe. He was wearing some Air Jordans, and then he point to the shoes. So what that was, Scottie Pippen was letting Michael Jordan know that he missed him. Like, dude, get over here. We need you. Get your butt back over here. We need you, man. Get over here. Then Michael Jordan answered the call. So now it's time to rekindle that friendship, that bond that they had. Okay? So it's back to practice. It's back to practice. It's back to scrimmage. It's back to film sessions. It's back to workouts. It's back to preseason game after preseason game. Regular season game after regular season game. Playoff after playoff. Scottie Pippen still there. Now that Michael Jordan is back. Notice Scottie Pippen didn't leave when Michael Jordan came back. Okay. So when they got to the playoff, they won some games, and then they ran into the Orlando Magics. That's with Shaq and Penny, and the rest of the Orlando Magics with Dennis Scott and the crew. And then the Magics, they beat the Chicago Bulls. But once the Bulls lost, the Bulls didn't fade into oblivion and disappeared. That was like that Michael Jordan first game back. That was trying to get the feel of basketball again under him. But after that, it's back to the drawing board. So Scottie Pippen still there. That is what you call loyalty. So now it's back to film session, practice, scrimmages, workouts, drills, preseason game after preseason game, regular season game after regular season game. Scottie Pippen still there. Then they win their fourth championship. That's when Dennis Rodman comes into the picture. Yep. Scottie Pippen still there. Yep. Then they win their fifth championship. Scottie Pippen still there. Then they win their sixth title. And Scottie Pippen is still there. Yep. When Scottie Pippen leave is when the owner broke the team up. So it's like, if Jordan leave, I'm gone. You know what I'm saying? If Phil Jackson leave, I'm gone. Yep. Scottie Pippen represents loyalty. Okay? When it comes to the whole Micheal Jordan and Scottie Pippen thing, it's all about loyalty. It's all about commitment. It's all about dedication. It's all about trust. It's all about being honest. But if there's one word that sticks out like a sore thumb when it comes to Scottie Pippen, it's loyalty. Yep. Loyalty. And that is the difference between Scottie Pippen and Micheal Jordan and other duos that you can think of. Take LeBron James and Kyrie. See, Kyrie Irving let his ego get the best of him. Kyrie Irving let people get to him. Kyrie Irving let people talk him out of a relationship with him and LeBron. Okay? Because there's two reasons why LeBron came to Cleveland. Number one was to win a championship, and number two, it was because of Kyrie Irving. Okay? And LeBron loved Kyrie to the point when LeBron told the entire Cavalier staff, don't trade Kyrie. Okay? Because LeBron know how valuable Kyrie is. But Kyrie let people get to him. Okay? See, Stephen A. Smith and Skip Bayless always say Kyrie is the closer. Okay? They kept telling the sporting world that Kyrie is the closer. But what they were doing was creating a wedge in between LeBron and Kyrie so they can separate them. Okay? And when that happens, they'll sit back and act like they didn't do anything when they had a whole lot to do with it, because they kept telling the world that Kyrie Irving is the closer. Okay? So Kyrie bought into that idea about he's the closer, and it feed his ego. Then he started talking to other people like Kevin Durant, Kobe Bryant that died, his camp, you know. He let that feed into his ego. So Kyrie wasn't, you know what I'm saying, like a loyal person. He wasn't committed. He wasn't disciplined. He wasn't humble. He didn't have humility. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying Kyrie is a bad person. You know, Deion Sanders even said it best. You're playing with the best player in the world. Where else is there? Where else is there to go? You know what I'm saying? So I even knew that before Deion even opened his mouth. But Deion Sanders was right. So Kyrie let people talk him out of a relationship with LeBron. And then when he went on first take, Max Kellerman grilled him. You know, because even Max Kellerman knew, like, dude, what is you doing? You know? You see, when Kyrie was with LeBron, he was up here. He was he was in a cloud. He was in a stratosphere only a few people get to. But without LeBron, he's down here. You know, so Kyrie let people get to him. You know, he wasn't strong enough to stand up, he wasn't mentally strong enough to stand up and tell everybody to go kick rocks. You know, that's what he should have done, you know, but he didn't. And look where he got him. And then when LeBron when LeBron beat the Celtics, and then LeBron had to go up against the Warriors, LeBron put up 50 points against the Warriors, and that's when the referee helped Golden State win that third title. Okay, that's when the referees helped Golden State win that third title. Okay, because what that blocking foul that LeBron had, that so-called blocking foul, that was a shoulder charge. That was an offensive foul on KD. Okay, that was a shoulder charge. That was an offensive foul on KD. But the referees, I'm saying, let the Warriors win that game. And then the series between the series was so rigged that in Game 3, when the Cavaliers was on their home court, the Cavaliers could not get a foul call within the first half. That's how rigged that series was. So the NBA wanted the Golden State Warriors to win. If Kyrie was there with LeBron, when LeBron put up 50 points, you already seen what they do together when they put up 40 plus points together. If Kyrie was there with LeBron, when LeBron and the Cavs went up against Golden State, they would have beaten Golden State. Okay, they would have beaten Golden State with KD. They would have beaten them. Okay, so Kyrie let people, like I said, he was in an elevated position when he was with LeBron, man. You know, and being in that position, you have to be humble, you have to be disciplined, you have to be dedicated, you have to be committed to be in that type of stratosphere, man. But he let people get to him. You know, people like Skip Bayless and Stephen A. Smith, because all they kept telling the basketball world, like, Kyrie is the closer, Kyrie is the closer. But like I said, what they were doing was creating a wedge in between Kyrie and LeBron, so they can separate them, you know. And it worked because Kyrie bought into it. I'm saying, so that's the difference between Micheal Jordon and Scottie Pippen and LeBron James and Kyrie. See, Scottie Pippen seen all that, what the media tried, and Scottie Pippen was like, nope, you ain't gonna get me with that. You know what I'm saying? But they got Kyrie with it. You know what I'm saying? Because Kyrie wasn't loyal. He wasn't dedicated. Wasn't committed. You know. So that, and the same thing could be said for Shaq and Kobe. Same thing could be said. You know. See, once you let jealousy, envy, and hatred hit that heart, it causes a lot of damage, man. But really, though, this video is really to show you how dedicated, how loyal Scottie Pippen was. This is the reason I made this video. But I touched on Kyrie and LeBron to show you the difference. You know, to show you the difference between Micheal Jordan and Scottie Pippen, LeBron and Kyrie, and Shaq and Kobe. You know, you know what I'm saying? Scottie Pippen represents loyalty. You know what I'm saying? And then with LeBron loved Kyrie because LeBron said, don't trade Kyrie. Don't trade him. You know, because LeBron looked down that road and saw what was coming. Like, don't trade Kyrie. Don't trade him. You know? LeBron loved Kyrie, man. Okay? LeBron loved him. But Kyrie let people get to him, you know? But that's the difference between, like I said, if you look at Micheal Jordan and Scottie Pippen's relationship versus LeBron, Kyrie versus Shaq and Kobe, you see the difference. It's called loyalty, man. Scottie Pippen is a loyal dude. And that's what he represents, you know. Loyalty. But anyway, nice talking to you people. This is Chris. You know it's a Star Wars and Star Trek thing. The board, the dark side. I'm gone. Peace.